All right, y'all, we're back. I'm Reg.
I'm Darryl.
This is our sports talk. All right, Pistons. Let's see what's going on with the Pistons. The Pistons are currently locked in a contract stalemate with Duran. So, Duran and the front office remain gridlocked as both sides try to find a middle ground on the long-term number that helps both the future and the salary cap flexibility under the NBA rules. So, Duran is in a stalemate lock with the Pistons.
I think they're going to pay that young man. He's a good player. It's a team called the Sacramento Kings. They want him bad. And if he don't sign up with the Pistons, Sacramento would wrap.
Yeah, because who would they get? Who would the Pistons get a center if Duran go?
That would hurt them.
Yeah.
Big time. Who's going to play the middle?
Yeah.
So if I the Pistons, please get what he wants.
Yeah.
Get what he wants.
Yeah.
Now maybe 4 or 5.
Now, maybe, but look what the Pistons did though. The Pistons did something that shocked me here. The Pistons have also picked up sharpshooter Isaiah Joe from the Thunder, 2 years, $23 million, $11.3 million a year. They picked him up for to spread that offense and take more pressure off of Cunningham. So they went and got that boy from that boy that shoot all them threes from
That's what make the Pistons a better team. Just shooting wise, that's the pressure of Cunningham. But you better sign the big fella.
Yeah.
If you don't, who's gonna play the middle?
Yeah, because I don't think the backup center they got, he's okay, but I don't think he can fill them shoes.
He's not the answer.
I don't think he can fill them shoes. Let's see, Joe. Joe will add 3-point shooting to the team, as he is a good catch and shooter, 3-point specialist. He shoots 42% average at behind the 3-point line. Again, he's being brought in to spread it out to make so when the defense collapse on Cunningham has somebody to dump that ball to. Joe is expected to operate as the high value threat in the second unit and also alongside the first unit with that 3-point range. The Thunder guess what the Thunder got for him? Guess what they got my man Joe for? 2 future second round picks. That's it. The Pistons got that boy Joe, and all they had to come up with was 2 second round picks.
Well, the Thunder already got what? The next 4 or 5 first round picks? So they're not even hurting. They're not even hurting right now.
Yeah, I tell you what. The Pistons also got another 3-point shooter from somewhere. Oh, and they like that young boy. They like that young boy. That young boy probably be coming off the bench or whatever. But they like that young boy. They say they like it. He's explosive. Need to get a little size on him, but he's explosive. He shoots pretty good from the 3-point line, and he got an ugly shot, but it works. His shot remind me. Remember Reggie Miller before Larry Bird worked with him?
Yeah.
That's who his shot remind me of.
Okay.
His shot remind me of Reggie Miller's shot before Larry Bird worked with him. Now it worked for Reggie, and then when Larry Bird worked with him, his shot got better. So I like the young boy. And I like the Pistons got to get better because you got 3 teams in the East that's trying to become monsters. New York. You got New York. Who else, Darryl?
You got right now the top 2 in the East. The Knicks, number 1.
Yep.
NBA champions.
Yep.
The 76ers, number 2.
Yes, sir. And don't forget about Atlanta.
Atlanta right now, I would say probably 7 to 8. They got a lot of.
They're scary.
They're scary.
They're scary. You know what Atlanta becoming? Atlanta trying to become the new Utah Jazz. Remember back in the day when Utah Jazz? Look, we might not get there, but we're going to stop you from getting there. That's what Atlanta's trying to become. But you got the 76ers, you got New York, you got Miami's trying to do a little something, a little bit, but then you got don't forget about Boston still lurking in the shadows over there. But Boston lost some stuff, but they still lurking. But my concerns are New York, the Sixers, and Atlanta, because Atlanta might try to stop it from doing something.
I like Boston, but here's my problem. Jaylen Brown is gone now.
Yeah, he gone now. That's what I said. They lost something.
The Celtics can lose 10 games.
Yeah, Boston might not be the threat that they were, but you got 2 teams over there trying to do something with the Sixers and the Knicks.
Now you got the Hawks.
Yeah,
Imagine Kevin Durant with Atlanta. They're lacking a power forward.
Yeah.
A healthy Kevin Durant with the Hawks. Then the Hawks probably be third or fourth.
Yeah.
The Pistons right now, probably third right now in the East right now. Toronto's on hold because of that situation with Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
They're in investigation, so
I ain't even speak. Yeah, you don't know what's going on with them right now.
But
Yeah.
right now, the Pistons probably Miami gonna be good, but Miami don't have shooters. Who's gonna shoot for Miami?
Yeah.
They ain't gonna shoot.
They got a bunch of slashers.
They have a bunch of splashes, but who's gonna be the shooter in Miami? I see Miami win in a couple years because Pat Riley brought Giannis for one reason. Shaq won a championship, man. Lonzo, who else? LeBron James, Dwayne Wade. So he's there to win a championship in 2 years.
Yeah, you think? Yeah. Yeah, the Pistons had to do something like that. But I do agree. They better not get rid of Duran. I know some people might not like him, but hey, they better not get rid of Duran. I like Duran. They better not get rid of Duran because who gonna replace him? All the good centers are took up. So you better give that boy his money and let him go on and sign.
Because you gotta get the Jokic.
Nope.
Not get Breed.
Nope.
What's out there right now?
What's out there right now?
Nothing.
Now your backup, I forgot that boy name, but the backup, he okay. But I don't think he'd be able to fill the shoes of a Duran.
He come in, he's a good role player.
Yeah.
Maybe on a good night, 15
Yep.
goals.
Yep.
But
Yep.
he can't be a consistent scorer like Durant can.
Right. Now, you know what? Do you think the Pistons need a power forward?
If they sign him as opposed to, what I would do, I would sign him, get what he wants, and go get me a veteran power forward to back him.
Or, no, I don't think they can do that because I was thinking maybe bring that backup center in, put him at power forward because the boy is okay, but then would you have as the backup center?
Good question.
Yeah, so
Yeah, go sign again.
yeah, they need. Yeah, I think the Pistons need a power forward.
Yeah,
I do.
They do.
All right, so Darryl, you called me last night and you said something I hadn't thought about. You said, and you're right. For some odd reason, people think the SEC is better than the Big Ten. So, when you called me, I decided to start looking some stuff up. So, now, question. What's the two major sports in high school and college?
Football and basketball.
All right, so, in saying that, I'm going to go over some stuff. So, we're going to start with the SEC. Alabama got 16 national football championships. Arkansas has 1. Auburn has 2. Florida Gator has 3. The Bulldogs have 4. Kentucky Wildcats have 1. I didn't know that. LSU has 4. Ole Miss have 3. Mississippi State has 0. Missouri has 0. Oklahoma has 7. South Carolina has 0. Tennessee has 6. Texas A&M has 3. And Texas has 4. And Vanderbilt has 0. For a total of 56. Now, you go back with Auburn. They looked up some. You got some historians that looked into a bunch of really old games, 1901 and stuff, and they looked into them. And so let's say for example, you give them the other games that they have. It would only get them 61 games. It would get them 61 games. Okay. So, but for the ones that are recognized, that everybody recognized, the SEC has a total of 56 national football championships. That's pretty good, right? That's pretty good. What you say? Pretty good.
I'm not even going back that far. I'm going back the last 10, 15 years. At that time, the SEC was the dominant.
No, there's a reason I'm doing this. There's a reason I'm doing this. There's a reason. But 56 national championships is pretty good.
That's pretty
good. That's pretty good. Well, let's check out the Big Ten. Ohio State has 9. Michigan have 12. Oregon, who is new to the Big Ten pretty much, they don't have none. Illinois have 5. Indiana has 1. Iowa has 1. Maryland has 1. MSU has 6. Minnesota has 7. I didn't know that. Minnesota has 7. Nebraska has 5. Northwestern, 0. Now that's 2 teams. Now over here in the SEC, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 teams with no championships. Over here in the Big Ten, we got just 2 so far. So Northwestern has 0. Penn State has 2. Purdue has 1. UCLA has 11. USC has 11. UCLA has 1. Washington has 2. Wisconsin has 1. Giving us a total of 65 championships. Now, the last time I checked, let's even say that those other ones they were looking at, that would only get them 61. But the Big Ten has 65 versus that are being recognized by everybody. 65 national football championships versus 56. Okay, now let's talk about basketball. Of course, the SEC must be dominating the Big Ten in basketball, right? Right? Am I right? Big Ten should be. I mean, the Big Ten should have no chance with basketball with the mighty Kentucky over there with the SEC, right?
I played in Kentucky, okay? And SEC was always who? Kentucky and everybody else.
Well, let's see what happens. I didn't do all the teams, but I looked it up. Guess what? The SEC has 12 national championships. The Big Ten has 12 national championships. So we tied with the SEC in national championships for basketball, and we dominate them in football. So here's my question. Now, yeah, Alabama had their streak. Of course they did. Everybody, I'm not going to argue that. But so did Michigan. You know what I'm saying? So did Ohio State. Everybody gets a streak every now and then. Minnesota must have had some streak somewhere. They got 7. USC has 11, which means they had a streak somewhere around. You're over here in the SEC. You got Oklahoma with 7, Tennessee with 6, and Alabama with 16. Those are your streak. Those are the streaks. So where is it? Show me where the SEC is supposed to be so much dominant over the Big Ten.
I'll break it down again. I'm not going that far back. I'm going to the last 10, 12 years. Sure, the SEC was dominant. Mm-hmm. Alabama got 6. Mm-hmm. LSU, during that period, LSU won 3. Mm-hmm. Georgia won 2. Mm-hmm. Auburn won 1.
Yep.
Okay. Back then, talent-wise, the SEC, sure, used best conference. But the past 3 years, Michigan, Ohio State, mm-hmm. Indiana, mm-hmm. and this year could be the Big Ten team. Mm-hmm. Now,
see, you looking at the past. I'm talking about you're right. You're right. But overall, going all the way back, we got them 65 to 56. Yeah. I'm talking overall. You're right. For a few years, yeah. But see, what a lot of people forget is this: Willie Joe Namath came in, and with Alabama. After Willie Joe. How long did you didn't even know Alabama? You had forgot Alabama had a football team. Am I right or wrong?
They didn't get good again to the mid 70s.
Thank you.
They won 78, 79. Mm-hmm. But every program most colleges have a 6-7 year run.
Yes.
Of bowl games back then, conference championships, and national titles. Every program program go through that.
Yep.
So how they're better than the Big Ten?
Right. Now, don't get me wrong. I like the SEC. But to say they better than the Big Ten, well, here's the numbers right here. And if you guys don't believe it, look it up. I looked all this up. I looked it up. You know what? And Purdue, they gave a co-championship to Purdue in 1931. They gave co-championship. So let's take it away. Let's take the Purdue championship away. It still gives us 64 to 56. So I'm not understanding. And like I said, in basketball, we're tied. Everybody just thought, well, Kentucky. Yeah, Kentucky's the team with the team, yeah. But we're tied. So if we're dominating them, if we get them in football, and we're tied in basketball, I don't get the argument.
Now in basketball, in the last 6-7 years, the SEC has got better in basketball. Florida now, a traditional football school, they now basketball power. Alabama now is basketball power. They went to Final Four a few years ago, but they still not better than the Big Ten in basketball.
No.
Who won this year?
No.
Michigan.
Yes.
Michigan
won it. Michigan. Don't forget about Michigan State got 6 of them.
Yeah. More talent.
Michigan State got 6 of them. Minnesota had 7. Didn't know Minnesota had. I mean, Michigan State had 6 of them in football, and Minnesota has 7 in football. But, dude, there's a man named Tom Izzo. The man don't miss the tournament. Period. So I'm not understanding where this argument's coming from. Now, again, don't get me wrong. I like the SEC. I do. They're exciting, fun to watch, all that. But you cannot take nothing away from the Big Ten.
No, you can't. And in the basketball, if you're gonna be honest, growing up in the '80s, okay, coming up, neither conference were the best basketball conference.
So what?
It was the Big East.
It was the Big East.
In the ACC.
It was the Big East.
The Big East.
Did everybody forget about that? Where did Patrick Ewing come from?
Georgetown.
And
St. John's.
Georgetown was at St. John's.
Providence.
Villanova. Man, dude.
Syracuse.
I forgot about Syracuse. Yep, Syracuse.
Now,
Matter of fact, don't throw Maryland in there. Don't throw Maryland in there.
They were second.
Throw Duke in there.
Yeah.
Definitely throw Duke in there. Throw
North Carolina.
Don't forget about Rutgers.
Yeah.
You know what? And you know what? Believe it or not, I forgot to add Rutgers in this Big Ten. In this Big Ten thing, I did. I forgot to add Rutgers in here. I got Maryland in here. I forgot to add Rutgers. I forgot about Rutgers. So we might have. I'm not sure if Rutgers got any national football championships. I forgot to add Rutgers in here on the Big Ten. I sure did. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back because I'm finna find out.